Hello. So, a friend asked me to coach him some Noita. So I decided to start a new game and just commentate everything on what I do and why. Uh, so the starting setup is very normal, splitter bolt, short range but quite strong. Regular bombs and water. That's nice. Um, Now, I'm not gonna go get the early orb or anything. I think I'll just stick to the most basic way to win the game. Or win the game, well, to complete the tutorial. Oh, that's just nice. By the way, it's worth noting that I have changed my controls a little bit. They are like this. So most importantly, I have a secondary for my slot 1, where I keep my attack wand on my mouse button 5, side sound button that is on the side of my mouse. And similarly, I use slot 5, which is always my water potion. I also have it on the side of my mouse. And the letter R, because it's very close to it's a very reachable position, so both my left and right hand can quickly switch my wand and my water flask. So I'm always able to switch between these two very quickly. And I do that like subconsciously all the time. I keep my water stain on all the time when I'm in range of fire or when I see fire on the screen, because if you are wet, you cannot be set on fire. So if I cause some fire intentionally, I can stand here, nothing's gonna happen for as long as I have the wet stain. It's gonna go down rapidly, but I'm not getting injured whatsoever. And that's like the most important thing, especially in the first 1 or 2 zones, maybe in the jungle as well. You don't want to take any fire damage unnecessarily, because it can be fully avoided. Obviously, toxic sludge can be turned into water. And yeah, what else? I found an early unstable teleportation potion. That's very nice. I can use that in the HC base to get some free spells. And I'll be looking for a way to stabilize it with some slime, just in case. I don't really need to do that for the puzzle in the HC base, but it's always nice to have a regular teleportation flask, because it might be the way I get out of the first holy mountain. And another thing worth mentioning in my controls is I have set up next item and previous item. Obviously, it's mouse wheel up and down, but I also both of them to my right click. So if I'm holding a wand and I right click, it fires once, switches to the next wand and back right away. And that means that if I had 2 spells on this wand, I would be able to get around the recharge time. But that's kind of an advanced technique, and it might be a little bit cheaty, but I don't know. It allows me to create wands, good wands, even if the wand has a terrible recharge time. And I believe that's about it from the main things. Everything else, I just have it the way I like it, but doesn't matter. Like, I kick with shift, not with control, stuff like that, but that's for my personal preference, not any gameplay reasons. Okay, the first goal in this area is to search it entirely. Mostly, not because of the gold, that's a nice side effect, but I want material to use. I'm looking for potions, I'm looking for wands, spells, and stuff like that. If I wanted more gold, I could get the tablet that's by the lava lake and throw that at enemies, but I usually don't bother because gold is not gonna be an issue. That's nice, all-seeing eye. I actually don't recommend using it in this zone, because you want to see where you've been and where you have not. just so you can actually explore it fully. Obviously, I'm looking for extra hearts. It's good to know the tiles that the map is made out of. For example, this what's it called? Not a siphon. Maybe it's called a siphon. It always has a not always, but it has a chance to spawn a treasure chest or a heart pickup. Now it's very dangerous to open it right now. I don't have anything that can open it safely. I guess I could bomb it or use the magic missile, but I'm not gonna spend those. And Spitterball doesn't open chests, so I'm just gonna hope nothing bad's gonna be in it. It could be a bomb, but I think I should be able to get out in time. And if it's a what's it called? Ukoskivi, I think I should be able to pick it up quickly enough before it causes any damage. And it was actually a 2-drop. It gave me quite a bit of gold and a magic wand. So that was quite lucky. What is it? A Lumi drill. Oh, and that's a decent one for it even. From the starter area. I'm definitely switching that for probably the bomb spell. I don't use the bomb spell that often. And the wand, even though this is actually on the high end of the early starter wand, but who cares? Yeah, and I have a guaranteed way into the steel boxes that can be found in the later levels, stuff like that. And I'll try to make it better. 235 is not a lot of, not enough recharge time to sustain Luminous Drill, but especially with timer, but that's fine. If I'm not mistaken, the game runs on 60 frames per second, which means if you have a mana drain of 30 and you want to instacast it, like every frame, if you multiply 30 by 60, that's 1800. You would need 1800 recharge or mana charge speed to sustain it naturally. Obviously, if I find an added mana, that adds exactly 30 mana, so that would work as well. Come on, I'm just gonna leave him there. It's more trouble than it's worth, the 10 gold. Oh, I should also talk about avoiding the enemies. Let's see who's gonna be the first person that we talk about. Is there an enemy in here? Oh, the Flaming Skull. Okay, so the Flaming Skull just it doesn't have any projectiles. You want to stay far away, and you want to be hovering when you hit it because it spawns gunpowder like that. It does have a melee attack. I almost ran out of my levitation there because I was talking. It does have a melee attack, so stay far away from it, but otherwise it's not too deadly. Watch out if there's explosives and you hit it, it can fire off the explosive, and that's obviously not nice. I usually set off all the explosive myself. Again, I wet myself, so I wouldn't take any fire damage, and I can just get through there even though it's still on fire. Now, I see this tile right here. I don't think there's anything in it, even if it wasn't cut off by the terrain generation of the chunk above it. Okay, what else? Right, Slimers. So, they have a quite slow-moving projectile that you don't want to be below of it, because it does spawn the toxic sludge, but it's usually quite easy to avoid. Just time the jumps or the levitation. And once all the toxic sludge is converted into water, I can go pick up the gold. Now, I could take the tablet and I could either just use my throw key to throw it regularly. And there's also, wait, this guy. So this guy throws TNT, obviously. And if you run into him in close quarters, you can have a tendency to back away. But that's actually the opposite of what you should do. You should stay close-ish because then the TNT is just gonna fly right through you. Do not get too close. It does have a melee attack, but what happens to me too often, or way too often that I'm willing to admit, is I see him, I panic, I back away, he throws the TNT, and I back away to where the TNT explodes. So that doesn't really help, does it? Again, more explosives. As I said, I'm used to just exploding everything. And right there, I had a water stain and an oil stain. I'm not sure, but I think if you have both of those stains, maybe you do take fire damage. Should I try? I cannot try. There's no more oil. Now, these are Hamas spiders. They only have a melee attack, but they tend to stack on top of each other. So even though currently I only see one, I only saw one before as well, but there were two. If I kill it, before I go get the gold, make sure there's not another one waiting. I could have also exploded the bomb or the explosive box to get double gold, but again, I don't really care about double gold. I don't use it. Oh, before I was talking about throwing the tablet, so I can either just throw it, but there's also throw kicking. I'm not really used to doing that, but I think you have to kick like half a second before you throw it, and you will give it some momentum. But again, I don't really use the tablet that often. Oh, there. Yeah, it flies much faster, which means it also deals more damage. And most of the time it will count as an environment kill, so you will get the double gold, but for some reason it also has a projectile component, I believe, that still keeps the track of the player, so it can give you single drops, and that can ruin a pacifist run. If you want to keep your pacifist run, throwing it out of your inventory like this always results in a environment kill, so this is always safe to do. And that also means that it's always safe to get the double gold. I sometimes use it for some bigger enemies that are not too dangerous to use it on, but I cannot currently remember off the top of my head which ones that would be. Like the Standary, maybe. He seems dangerous, but he's not actually that dangerous, but usually you can kill that one with water. I saw the extra max HP, but I did not jump right back for it, exactly because of that reason. There's quite a scary enemy in there, and like the sort of arena that he set up himself in is not favorable to me. I don't really have a good way to dodge. My projectile is short range, so I have two options. I can either drop the tablet on him, which would be a good use of it in this case, or probably just blow him up with a magic missile. So let's just do that, and I missed. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. This water will serve well to refill my water flask. Now, these ones, spoiler, there is an enemy that mimics this hard pickup. I have a tendency to always shoot it, even though it's in water. If it was an enemy, it would have a stain, so this is safe, but I always shoot and ask questions later. Two enemies, they're enclosed, I don't really care. I'm gonna leave them to it. These guys jump a lot, they can be quite unpredictable, so I like to keep my distance. And luckily, as I said, Spitterbolt is a strong early spell, so even though it doesn't have the range, it has the damage. I think... I'm not sure, but I think they have 5 HP, and they might need 2 hits from, like, the bouncing ball, whatever it's called. Or maybe even Spark Bolt, but I'm not sure about that right now. Okay. Again, 2 of these Hammers they were not stacked on top of each other, but always be careful, there's usually more than one. What else is there for this area? Hmm. Yeah, whatever. I don't get to get that gold. That's fine. See? Look at that. There's like 5, maybe even more of them. And if you see them clumped up like this, the bad part about it is that once you kill one, a golden nugget is gonna spawn, which can protect the others from taking hits from your spell. So yeah. Holy, okay. I should have known. I should have known. Let's go back. I was focusing too much on this and I didn't notice that there is a wand pedestal that doesn't have a wand on it, which means that an enemy has it, and that's always bad news. I was very lucky because it's just, what's it, a fireball or whatever the spell is called, and that one that didn't hurt me that time, but if you look at the wand, it's sparkling a little bit. That means it does have an explosive spell, and that can include a nuke, stuff like that. So he could have easily one-shot me there. And, ooh, okay. Spicy. I don't have the range, but I'm fine. And the next enemy is gonna pick it up if I don't intervene. Okay. Fireball, yep. Honestly, the wand is decent, but I don't care. Or do I? No, I'm gonna keep what I have right now. There are ways how to get more wands into the first holy mountain. I do have unstable teleportation. I could use that. That could technically work. I could go in right now, take a perk, drop off some of the wands, go back up. But currently, that's more work than what it's worth, I think. Unlike the player, the enemies can die from toxic sludge. For the player, it just takes you down to like 5% HP, something like that. I'm not exactly sure. But the enemies can die if they're vulnerable to toxic sludge, that is. So I could just wait for him to die. Again, don't panic. I'm not going forward or back when I see him. Just because I'm waiting for him to make the first move with the dynamite before I move. These guys, okay, so there are 2 ways to deal with them. First is the direct one. You wait for him to cock his shotgun and then you go up. That way you should always avoid it. Or if you manage to get above him, once you're above him, he doesn't shoot directly up. And you can kill him like that. I'm thinking I do have the luminous drill. I could get in there, but I don't care. More explosives. Yeah, no backing up. If I backed up, I could have been hit by the dynamite. Anything else worth going after? Okay. I see a standard. I have water. I play patiently. Once he has the stain, he's gonna die much faster, so... he does take contact damage from water, but being stained kills him extremely fast. Right. We should be just about done with the first part of this area. Ready to move into the collapsed mines. A couple more of these. Oh, wait, no. First pick up the gold and deal with this guy. I'm not going in there, you have to come to me. There we go. That area was too narrow for me to hover in comfortably, so I waited for him to come to me. When I was standing here, trying to shoot the Hamis that was right here, I didn't have a great angle at him, But if I came closer to get a better angle, he would have jumped up and hit me. So, again, taking my time and not giving the enemy a chance to strike. Okay, so there might come my first source of damage. Not very good at levitating precisely. Oh, actually, I did it. Huh, just a regular spark bolt. Do I want it instead of the spitter bolt? If it was, so this is exactly the kind of wand for which I have set up my right click to fire once and then switch to a different weapon. It has a 7 hundredths of a second of cast delay, but 0.75 recharge time. Unfortunately, it only has one spell, so if I cast the one spell, it will go immediately to the recharge time, but if it had 2 spells, I could actually cast repeatedly just the first spell, switching away, switching back, cast the first spell, switch away, switch back, and I would only suffer the cast delay. For that reason, this one does actually sound quite appealing to me, and it's actually more appealing than the All-Seeing Eye. I'm thinking if I want to keep the magic missile, maybe I don't need to. That one is not great. You know what? Sure. And I managed to get out of there unharmed. But that's only because the part of the toxic rock that's usually here is gone. I usually take some damage on it, but whatever. Now, I'm not gonna use this wand right now, so I keep my main wand to be the spitter bolt. Okay, actually, I now have range. Even though it's quite slow, I have range. So, if there's an enemy I don't want to encounter directly, I can shoot from afar. You're fine. Let's try not to go into the portal just yet. And let's see. Gust of wind. Or burst of air, whatever. Meh, I don't care. The one's not great. I don't really use this spell. So I'll just leave it here. Now this guy isn't that dangerous on his own. He only has a melee attack, so if I don't go too close to him, he cannot hurt me. If you do injure him, he starts, first of all, bleeding acid, which can always be dangerous. And once his health gets low enough, he spawns the slime balls. So I can either just ignore him or kill him quickly, which I cannot do because I dropped my whatchamacallit, firebolt. You know what? Yeah, I'll just leave you alone. Even if I did kill him and I did kill the 3 slime balls, I wouldn't really be able to get a lot of the gold because it would be covered in acid, so who cares? Okay, collapsed mines. The most dangerous enemy in Noita lives here, and that is the frog. That one can kill you instantly if you're not careful enough. And I will just take my time going through this area very slowly, trying not to get ambushed from behind a corner. Yeah. Check, go back. Check, go back. Usually that works. Like, things shouldn't have enough time to react. If you just check and go back right away, it should illuminate the area without you taking any damage, or the enemy being able to attack you. Oh, I have the hiccups for some reason. Okay, anything else? This guy, he died. Nothing here. So even though I was going for the gold, I wasn't looking at the gold, I was looking at the area I was revealing in case I need to dodge or run away or something. Explode that. You know, explode that as well. There we go. And I'm gonna go around because I don't want to deal with the dripping oil. I'm constantly spraying any dangerous area I see with water. There's bits of toxic sludge that I don't want there to be. Whoa, okay. I didn't think you could shoot me through there. And another thing to stay aware of is you want to be able to retreat. You need to keep a safe place. So I know this area, I've cleared it, so I keep pushing left, but I always know my back to the right is safe. If I see anything to the right, I drop whatever I'm doing to the left, I go back and deal with it, because I want this part to be my safe part, so I can progress in this direction without, like, while having a place to retreat to. Now, I was talking so much I forgot to fill in my water, so let's do that. And let's go deal with this shotgunner. Not this way. By the way, toxic sludge potion, you know what, give me. And what I'll do is I'll just empty it a little bit and pick up some water, shake it about, and it's all gonna turn into water. And because it's fuller, I'm gonna swap it, why not? I have some backup water just in case. Now, this is the place where I saw the shotgunner. I forgot if I saw him leave. Oh, he's right there. And he's dying to fire. I wanted to grab the goal of the other guy, but it disappeared and he died in the meantime. When an enemy is on fire, they should not attack. I know sometimes I've been hurt by an enemy on fire. I don't know why. Maybe that's melee, I'm not sure, but it should be safe-ish to walk around an enemy that's panicking because they're on fire. Oh, and we're to the wall. Of course, in this zone there's a heal and a heart, extra health, but I don't think I'm gonna go there. Now, watch out, there can be an enemy in here, and you can not see it. I've been killed by a frog that was hiding in there when I went in there to fill in my water. So, just keep it in mind. I'm gonna fill in both of my flasks, because, I don't know, I want to. And yeah, I'm gonna leave behind the tablet. I'll turn it in for some acceleratium, which can be handy. I'll probably just swap it for something better in the future. Okay, there's still a little bit more that I haven't discovered. So let's see if we can get there without spending any resources. Because I'm a hoarder, and even though there's a spell refresh, I'm not gonna use it. I don't actually even have any explosives right now, so... See, he shot, but I ran away in time. Well, if it was a shotgunner, it might have gone differently, but I'm cocky. I go faster than I should. No, to be honest, this is still a very slow pace. Okay, so... Yeah, I do have a way out of the Holy Mountain. It's not great, because it's unstable, but it's gonna work. I could Lumi out, but I don't know, we'll see about that. And I do have 700 gold, even though I wasn't trying to get any specific amount. This is like, I don't know, they say you should go for like 6 or 400 or something like that. We should be able to comfortably buy anything in the Holy Mountain. I'm thinking if I want to go back for any of the other ones, but I'm quite happy with the ones I have. So let's just go in. We skip the heal, skip the spell refresh for when we actually need them. Let me quickly see. The Lumi drills could be nice. Okay, let's go. Perks. All-seeing eye. Spontaneous generation, no wand tinkering. Well, obviously I'm not taking no wand tinkering. That would be stupid. Spontaneous generation, I don't really care about. Vomit near you evolves into helpful rat minions. Yeah. Who cares? All-seeing eye is nice. There are definitely better perks. but I don't want to spend the money on the reroll, so let's just take the easy way out and take the all-seeing eye. Now, I definitely want the regular Lumid drills. Also, that means I don't really need this anymore. The one's not great either. Goodbye. I can take the Lumid drills because I do have this wand with 235 recharge time. As I said, 10 mana times 60 frames per second is 600, so it's gonna lose mana quite a bit, but it still should be a decent digging wand, at least early on. Keep the extra Lumid drills in case I need them, and I want to do this. Now that this wand, even though it has a terrible recharge time, it has 2 spells on it, it only casts 1. I can use my trick, and it's gonna spam equipped wand because I'm switching between 2 at the same time, but I can now spam my right click to shoot much faster. Is that the best I can do with the materials that I have right now? Yeah, I think it is. So this one is even better than this one with the recharge, mana charging speed. I'm probably gonna take it. Let's see what else is there. 10 recharge speed is awful. I'm not even gonna consider it, and I don't care about dynamite. I don't care about these spells either. I don't need light because I have all-seeing eye. If I didn't have all-seeing eye, I would literally spend the 200 gold just for the light spell. And this one is similar to the one I have right here. It does have a slightly higher mana charging speed and a slightly lower cast delay. So, and it only casts 1 spell, and it does have 2 slots. So if I don't come up with anything better than this, I might take this one. And I don't think with the resources I'm given, I will be able to think of anything else. I have 360 gold. What do I want? A slightly better attack wand or a slightly better mining wand? I honestly don't think it matters at all, but I like being able to... this is so pointless. It's such a slight increase, but I'm still gonna do it because why not? Yay! That's actually very good. Okay, now I could leave the Holy Mountain using the unstable teleportation, or obviously I have Lumid drills, so I could just dig through and kill Steve. Oh no, no! Well, I'm not gonna be able to kill Steve with this. Oh, come on. I hate when that happens. Can we? Can I? Maybe I still can? Sure, let's try. I might die. Uh-oh. I wasn't sure if I could kick it from the right side, so I went to the left, just in case. Well, that was scuffed, but it worked, so... you have to adapt. There we go. Again, I could have just fell down like this, but then I would be going into territory that I don't know, so I just hover right here and check that the area is safe. Well, the first thing I do is I go to the right, and immediately the right means left, obviously. Slow down, look around. There can be the fireflies that shoot fire. Exactly. And I forgot I'm supposed to be right-clicking. There we go. You know what? I don't want to deal with the nest. I don't have the firepower to do it comfortably. So I'll just make myself a shortcut through here. There we go. Well, not great terrain, but I am very patient. There we go. Come on. Okay, so I do have to remember that I have range, but I don't have the damage. Spark Bolt only deals 3 damage compared to... Ooh. Compared to Spitter Bolt's 8. So I'm weaker, but I can attack faster. And with a longer range, which is more important than raw damage, I think. There's a chest in water, so we will open that very carefully. And I believe Spark Bolt can actually open chests, yes. If it was a Ukoskivi, I wouldn't go in there at all. And there's an amazing thing. Heavy Spread. I like Heavy Spread because it lowers recharge time. And I'm just gonna keep the... I'm not gonna take the wand right now. I'll keep it in here. I'm gonna put it in the ceiling like that, just so that an enemy doesn't pick it up. There we go. Deal with that. And we're here, and there's immediately a robot. I believe I should be able to outrange it. Yes. Okay, well, this is gonna take a very long time. But, as I said, I'm a very patient gamer. And I'm just gonna kill it like this. There we go. I don't know why I was clicking so slow. Okay, it's not on fire. I'll pick up the gold, but I'll go back right away. Because I want to make the access more friendly towards me. Extra max HP. It doesn't have a stain. It shouldn't be an enemy. Let's actually dig right here. Clear the path. Just to be sure, I'm gonna hit it. It shouldn't be an enemy. Okay, no. So I wanted to swim through, but then I saw the tentacle guy. The tentacle guy is very beefy. It has a lot of HP, and I wouldn't be able to kill it before it got close enough for me, for it to hit me with its melee. You can obviously avoid it. It's quite dodgeable, but it also deals 25 damage, I think. And yeah, I'm not risking that. Instead, I'll try to open up the way like this. There. Always change the environment so it benefits you. I'm not gonna engage with it. I'm slippery. I don't like the fact that I'm slippery, but there's oil everywhere, unfortunately. That's not going great. This is too slow, even for me. Let's try... You know what? Open it up right here as well. Recharge my hover. Can you come here? Oh yes, perfect. Amazing. And he even got stuck there for a second. Again, I'm keeping the right to the side where I want to retreat to. I'm keeping it clear, making sure there's nothing behind me, nothing can ambush me. Come on, please die. There we go. Oh, got stuck in there for a second. Okay, wash off the oil. And let's check. Well, that was interesting. Something shot me from below, I think. And it, I can actually see. Oh, yeah. I got lucky again. I should have seen him holding a wand that looks scary right here. Again, it could have been something much more dangerous. I think it has electricity on it, so he could have hit me with a very simple, I don't know, bouncing bolt. with electricity. It would have electrified me, stunned me, I would have fallen down and died. Yeah, so... it's the second stroke of luck today. That's not great. That means that I should have been dead twice, but eh. I've had my share of bad luck in Noita. I'm willing to take some luck. Okay, so that's what happened. This wand casts bombs, but at the same time an explosive detonator, so the bombs explode right away. I do want the double spell though, so I am going to pick it up. And I'll be careful not to select it ever. First of all, if I accidentally fired it, it would kill me. And second of all, it has an electric charge on it. And if I held it, it's gonna electrify nearby liquids. So if I went in this water and I held the wand, it would electrify the liquid and it would kill me. But now I have two wands that I want to take spells off of. So I'm just going to go back to the Holy Mountain, take what I want, and possibly upgrade. Now, unfortunately, even though this wand is decent, the explosive detonator just makes it useless. So I'm just gonna take the double spell off of it. That might actually allow me to double cast. I'm thinking, what do I want to do? We already have some resources, even though they're very bad. I can actually make something with this. I'll keep the charge just in case. Strip the bombs. Put this here. I don't care about glitter bombs. I don't care about the wand. So the first thing that comes to mind is this. This allows me to spam it even faster, but at the cost of 10 more mana. And I don't think I care. The cast delay is already low enough that I'm probably not clicking enough anyway. What else could I do? I could do this. I could have done that before. It's not great. Yeah, 0.75 is still way too much to be able to reliably eliminate with the luminous drills. They only do 0.17, so that would require like 5 of them, which I do have, but I would run out of mana so quick. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep this for now. The heavy spread. Like, if I didn't get these luminous drills, I could have turned this one from digging like this into digging like that, which is slightly better, but doesn't help me right now. Okay, let's go back. Come on. Stay wet, just in case. Oh no. Ugh. Let's go back. I forgot to keep a second projectile on there. I cannot use my trick with right click anymore. Come on. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna get cast anyway. I could drink the acceleration to keep going back and forth faster, but I would probably just waste it anyway. Okay, Can we push deeper in this time? Okay, slowly. Make sure to check my surroundings. Explode these, because they can surprise you. This guy just gives shield to his allies. He's not dangerous. I just in time backed away from that. And what do we have? I can hear the robot. He's shooting a volley of 3 shots at the same time, so somewhere over here is a robot. And maybe it died? I don't know what this on fire is, but I'm not going to get the gold. It seems too risky right now. Okay. I'm confused. There's a swapper mage. He will swap places with me if I hit it. And if it hits me. Concentrated mana. You know what? Holy shit, what's happening up there? I wanted to take the mana. Never mind then. Actually, I can still pour just a little bit out. I only clicked once. It probably got rid of like 3 pixels. And if I scoop up some of this concentrated mana, it turns all the water into... Oh, holy shit, there's an invisible mushroom. That was so lucky. That's the 3rd stroke of luck today. I did not see it at all. You know what? I'll deal with you using the luminous drill. Yeah, sure. Hit me. There we go. And I like to stay above, because it allows you to... if you stay above him, you shoot and you move up. You keep switching below, and you keep hitting it. Also, they don't deal any damage when they hit you, so... they're just a nuisance when you hit them when they're far away from you, but if you're next to each other, whatever, just fire away. Okay, these guys are very dangerous because they can freeze you, and once you're frozen, you take like, I don't know, 10 times the regular amount of melee damage, and they often spawn next to the Tulsu, or whatever it's called, the big tentacle. Turso, yeah. Piku Turso and Turso. So, if that small one freezes you, the big one can kill you in one hit. Very dangerous together. And especially when the small one is invisible. Now, frogs are dangerous as well, so I'll keep in mind that they're there. And approach carefully. Do I want to? Yeah, I want to come in from this side. So how should I do this? Let's open up the way like that. Come on. I don't want to drown. Okay. Nothing this way. So I don't like these small pixels. In case I'm escaping, I want to be able to escape reliably. Alright, is that an enemy? It's not. Let's explode these mushrooms. Killing just one should kill all of them. Okay. And I'm not gonna go get the gold. Let's kill these first. I don't like how close he's getting. Let's come in here. Wait for him to come up, maybe? No. Yes? What you gonna do? There we go. Perfect. Get stuck there. I can unload into him. There we go. Anything else? Not immediately. There's an acid potion. Pick this up. Homebringer. The ones... Huh. Oh, it casts 11 spells at once, so I don't care. I will, however, pick it up and just put it somewhere else. That's a good habit, even though this wand is not dangerous at all. It's a good habit to put the wands away just in case. Plus, this way I know I have already checked it out. Yeah, I'm not engaging you there. That's not favorable for me. Unfortunately, he's gonna get, yeah, protected by the corpse of the previous one. I can just shoot through that one. Eventually, it should get destroyed. Come on. Almost there. There we go. Okay. Right. Let's kill this guy carefully. He cannot jump very high. So. Okay, we're good. Okay, I can see there are pixels that are preventing these from coming out, which is good. And there's a polymorphine potion, which could be nice, but I already have the teleportation, so I don't think I need... Oh, anyway, I've already broken the mountain anyway, so... Doesn't matter. Yeah, this... I don't like it. These are too tough to deal with right now. I don't have a wand that can reliably hit these little ones. So, just stay in there for now. I do have to remember that there's a wand that I want to check out, but I'm not gonna let them out just now. Okay, I fell down on top of this because I knew there was nothing here or to the side, but I still kept something, a piece of ground between me and the bottom. And this guy, yeah, he spits acid, so don't get too close, but once he's dead, he's not very dangerous. Once he's dead. When you're far away, of course he's not very dangerous once he's dead. Oh no, I almost got stuck in there. You know what? Don't take risks. If you don't have to, don't take risks. You have all the time in the world. Slowly revealing this part, because there could be a ranged enemy in there. I don't see one right now, but I'm still, even though I'm shooting the dog right here, I'm still looking this way for potential projectiles coming my way. What do we have? Light, I don't care about. Rock, maybe? Do I want to keep rock just in case? Maybe not. Double scatter, I don't need. And the wand's not great either, so just gonna leave it there. Now, I saw an enemy right here, which tells me I did not explore properly over here. Oh, right, I went too far down. So let's go back up and deal with these frogs from afar. With Spark Bolt, you can outrange the big one, and the small ones are obviously melee only. Deal with the toxic sludge. Give me the gold. And let's keep hitting. Okay. I want to get rid of every little piece of toxic sludge. At this point, I'm too invested in not getting hit. Now, I saw two of the small frogs before, but there's only one at the moment. So, is it hiding somewhere in here? I don't see it. Probably fell down. But I'm pretty sure there's still one more frog. Is that it? Behind it, or in front of the chili egg? Nice. There we go. That worked out. Okay. I can make a shortcut right here. I remember being here. So this all should be cleared. Just double check. Only costs time and keeps me safe. Go down. I don't want you here. Alright, that's where the explosive wand was. Okay, so now at this point, I've searched everything from this line above all the way, which means I can start progressing down, and I keep progressing in layers. So let's go down just a little bit. There's a robot right there. And this is exactly why I kept the concentrated mana. Concentrated mana dissolves metals, and obviously robots are made of metal. So how do we best deal with that guy? You know what? I really don't like the two barrels right here. I cannot safely... Maybe I can destroy this one? Okay. Oh no! There goes damage. Yeah, the liquid that got expelled from the explosion got upwarped and it rained down on me. I should have kept to the right wall. Oh well. And can I... Oh right. Can I maybe... Is it gonna do the same? Okay. So now that that's gone, and I have access to this part, let's just try that. What did he do to him? Neutralize that. Oh, there was some water in there. So he fell in the water got turned into concentrated mana. He died, and his gold got dissolved, so he's not an issue anymore. Oh, there are a fire potion, acid potion, toxic sludge potion. There was a flask thrower here, but something happened to him. He was attacking something. I don't know what he would naturally attack. The dog, I suppose. And he must have thrown a toxic sludge potion, which broke and filled the place with toxic. And then he threw a lava potion, which also broke, and it turned toxic sludge with lava into toxic rock. There's even a pheromone potion right here. Well, goodbye acceleration. Oh, a regular teleportation. Huh. Do I swap it for the unstable one? No, I want the regular flask. I don't care about the ugly flasks. Oil. And there's goes pheromone. Okay, that's quite lucky. Right. Now, I want to go this way. And I don't trust my levitation skills. So I will make a wide opening. Especially above. Because hitting it with your feet or even walking on it is not as bad as hitting it with your face. So it hurts more if you touch it with the pixels on your head. That's good enough. You can stand here, jump a little bit. I don't care. Let's go back. Okay. Now, toxic rock hurts. So I don't really want to go through there. Let's just go from above. There we go. Yeah, one of them got pheromone, so it became my friend. That's unfortunate. I don't know how that broke, but oh well. He became my friend and attacked the other guy. This was kind of dangerous, but... Well, I did it. There could have been anything here, but I suppose I've already checked this part. Get rid of that. Okay. Progressing further down. I'm out of water. Okay. Let's check this way first. Nothing. There's another reservoir. Let me fill up my water, pick up the wand. Ooh. So first of all, very nice one. Second of all, digging bolt, amazing. This will allow me to make something. I don't know what just yet. I would need a spark bolt with trigger or something like that, but it definitely decreases recharge time, so that's good to keep. And the wand is decent as well. 104. Yeah. Although no, the wand only has 2 slots. Well, we'll make it work somehow. Okay, so there's a chest. You never ever want to open a chest while standing in the same pool of water because of lightning stones. I guess this one just had a bomb. Now, these robots are bad for me right now. I don't think I fire fast enough to be able to penetrate the shield and hit it. I can try, or I suppose I'll have to try. Let's get rid of the toxic sludge first. And I've backed myself up into a corner. That was a bad move. Luckily, I only took 4 damage for that. But yeah, that was a very bad move on my part. And now I can confirm I was both wet and oily and I took fire damage. No, I didn't. I thought I saw a number, but it was a 2. But my health is at 91. Still, I don't know. Never back yourself up in a corner like that. Let's get rid of you. What is that? Bone dust? I don't really care. How do I deal with you the best? I cannot shoot over this, so let's just kick that. If it jumps up, it could very easily kill me. So... let's go from the other side. Oh, by the way, there's Invisibilium. I'm not gonna use that. It can be very OP if used well, but I'll show you a different trick with it. Put my water flask right here. Take the Invisibilium. Pour a little bit out. And pick up water. It's gonna turn into water. So if you start a run with a bad potion, but you find Invisibilium, this is how you can quickly get a water potion. Or even if you start with Invisibilium. Yeah, I wanted to go around, okay. All the way around, watch out for the teleportation. That could be very dangerous in here, because it's unstable, it can teleport me anywhere within this area. And there are still parts that I have not explored. Can I shoot you from here? I sure can. Good. Now I can check this wand. And that's a very nice wand. With a decent digging spell as well. Can I use it safely? Yes, I can. Yeah. Decent digging early on. Unlike Luminous Drill, this one doesn't break gold. So, before going down, there could be a robot at the bottom. And if I levitate it like this, it could hit me, stun lock me, or stun me, and I would fall down where it could stun lock me and kill me. So I'm moving side to side, just in case it shoots, it's more likely to miss. But it's not there. It doesn't seem to be there, so I think I'm fine. And there's a blinding mage. Again, the projectile is quite easy to avoid, but sometimes this area, this location can have humid air, and the projectile moves much slower, and it homes onto you, which can make it very difficult to deal with. But again, I'm just gonna take my time, peek out, shoot a couple shots, peek back out, or hide back out, back. You know what I want to say. Hide again. Peek out and What was the other one? Oh no, I done it again, but this one doesn't have a lot of HP. I've sort of cornered myself. Not exactly, but I don't know what was this way. It could have been something much more dangerous. So, and yeah, no, this guy. I'm leaving. I don't want to be in there, because if he came from this side, I wouldn't have a safe place to retreat to. Don't get stuck in there again. Let's go around. Oh, that was lucky. I ran out of levitation. I'm running out of levitation a lot because I'm explaining and talking too much and not really going fast enough. But that's fine. Okay. Watch out. These small pedestals can have an Uko stone on it. So this entire area could have been electrified. Always, if you're approaching a body of water, especially the ones that have spawn points in them, make sure that there's no electricity first. Let's see the wand. 22 mana charge speed is terrible. I don't care about fireworks. I'll leave it here. Invisiblue and broken wand. Do I want to take the broken wand? Maybe I do. Let's keep the concentrated mana here, in case there's another robot that I want to kill with the mana. And grab the broken wand. I'll keep it for as long as I have the room in my inventory for it. There could be items that I would prefer to take instead. Okay. Before I go that way, I think I want to finish up searching this side. So let's get rid of the dogs. Wait for this guy to arrive. Come here. Come on. Oh, come on. Make sure there's another robot right here. Come on. Oh, notice that when I retreat, I always... that was closer than I expected. I regularly stop to replenish my hover. I don't want to get stranded without hover in midair. Oh, can they not get through there? Oh, they sure can. He cannot get through here, so he's gonna turn around and come from the other side. Can I wanted to kick it away. Ah, okay. Good enough. Kind of scuffed, but... slowly descend. Making sure there's nothing here. And... okay. So, that's another bad place. Because of the teleportation. There's just a dog and a blinding mage. I'm gonna stand right here, where I should be safe. I don't see anything in this area. I could go through here, but honestly, I'm just not gonna bother. Because I know there's nothing there. And I don't need gold. I have 1100. And we'll be able to get much more in the coal mines proper. So something exploded. Stuff's happening. Let's wait for things to calm down. I can see 3 frogs. I'm not excited about that. Maybe I'll just stay above and I don't even interact. Or... there's a word that I'm looking for and I'm not remembering. You don't interact with an... engage. Maybe I don't even engage. Okay. Let's check this area. There's nothing here that I see. Kiwaskiwi is nice, but... I don't know, water bottle is always... has more uses. I went from here to here intentionally, if anything had line of sight right here, it would have tried to shoot, but it would not be able to. So I did that because I didn't want to go down right away. I'm kind of scared. There's a lot of fungus, something could be hiding there, but it seems it's just these bats that are from the coal mines. Come on, hit it. One down. Oh my god, my aim is terrible. There we go. One more. There could be something above me, I think. Yeah, I did not check this little part. There could have been something here, but maybe that's where the frogs were before they fell down. Okay, we should be safe to come in here. And I think I just saw, yeah, dynamite guy. And a teleportation mage. Okay, what do you have? Meh. Oh, that was so close. Damn it. Yeah, it would have been fine, but I should not be putting myself in positions like this. Okay, so right now he's exactly below me, so he cannot shoot me, but I was kind of afraid of him. Now, move quickly through here, because the teleportation mage? No. What do I do? Oh, by the way, I need to stabilize my teleportation. So let's check in here. That's where the frogs are. There's a dog. I'm not going there. There you go. There you are. How do I want to deal with you? I guess I'll just have to deal with you slowly. Yeah, he's gonna teleport away. Hopefully he's not gonna pick up a wand. He's on... he's toxic sludged. I was trying to listen for him. He's gonna teleport because he's being injured. There you go. I guess he doesn't die from it. I don't think he took any more damage. And he was very low health. In that case, I wonder what makes some enemies die or just take damage from toxic sludge. Alright, yeah, stabilize my potion. So there's a decent amount of slime right here, so I'm gonna use that. There's already some teleportation here, so I don't mind dumping some more in there. And I'm just gonna dump about 10% of it. Sure. Whoops. There we go. Pick up the slime. And I think it's like 10 to 90. I go for 10 to 90. It should make... There's still some unstable, some slime. 100% teleportation. Perfect. Now, not only will it still help me solve the puzzle in the Hisi base, but I can also safely use it, because if I drink it or I stain myself with it, I can actually control where I teleport using my mouse. So, very useful. Okay, but I think that's about it for the fungal caverns. I did get some useful stuff. I'm not thrilled, but maybe that's good that I didn't get amazing stuff. If this is supposed to be like sort of an educational video. Let's see what I can make with the stuff that I did get. So, since I'll now be exploring the coal mines, I don't need a luminous drill anymore, because there are no, as far as I'm aware, there are no structures that I could not break with just the energy orb. So I'm gonna switch my digging into for that. And how do we want to do this? So this is a decent wand. And this one I don't care for. Keep 2 of these. Alright, so what I'm gonna do... I like this wand for its charging speed. I think it's probably the only one that can like sustain constant firing of these. Decently fast even. Yeah. So this is gonna be now my new digging. And I want to use this one as my main wand. Because it's slightly better than this one. It's actually decently better. Now, first of all, I see cast delay quite high. So I'm gonna double cast a spark bolt with a luminous drill. And immediately like this, I can use it using my right click. Pretty much in the same way as this one. But can I make it even better? 73, I said, would be about 5 luminous drills, or obviously digging bolts or chainsaws. So maybe, what about like that? Now I have twice 17, it's 34, 59 out of 73. So that's not enough. But now I don't have to do the right click trick, I can just hold down. And if I do that... Almost. Right, this one's the issue now. This one is minus 0.12 cast delay, minus 0.02 cast plus 0.02 cast delay, so this is minus 0.1. But this one still has 0.2. I'm thinking. I saw one of the wands had a double cast in it. It was the one, not the good one, but the one that gives you more whatchamacallit, spread. But that should be fine using on that. But maybe that would then become too expensive. Yeah, I would probably instacast. Is it this one? No. Which one was it? And again, I'm taking a very long time going through these locations because I want to exhaust every little piece of material there is. It's just the way I like to play. You can obviously go much faster. Then it's also more dangerous, but to be honest, yeah, like I've taken 9 HP of damage since the start of the game, and I've already explored the entire first floor and the fungal caverns. Oh, I forgot about you. Do I have enough to deal with you already? Maybe I do. And maybe I don't. Maybe I just speed up a little bit. Yeah. So, oh no, oh no. Oh, oh. Yeah, this was quite dangerous. I could have taken some damage there, but honestly, who cares? I'm being way too cautious. I thought I saw something teleport there. There we go. What do you have for me? Pollen is digging, good digging, but not on floating arc. That's probably like the worst. This is funny. This is a funny wand. I think if you still shove your face in the place you want to dig, it'll work like that. But if you wanted to just make the pollen drop on the place you want to dig, it won't. Because of the floating arc. Yeah. I'm actually gonna try shoot it. Yeah, it definitely works like that, because that way you even like stick the wand a little bit into the terrain. Like this, I wonder, is the pollen gonna go up fast enough for it to hit me, or is it gonna mine the ground? Oh, it did mine the ground, but it easily could have just gone up immediately and hit me, because pollen actually can hit you. Eh, funny, but 1.5 seconds of recharge time is awful. Floating arc is not a fantastic uh, modifier to have on an always cast, so I'm just gonna leave it there. And I'm actually not even gonna put it in the ceiling, because if somebody casts it, well, the floating arc, the pollen will just aim towards them. So feel free to cast it, enemies, if you want. Wait, I came for the double cast and I forgot. I think it was in the little pool of water down the left. Was it this one? No. That one maybe? Double cast, light, and rock? Yep, that's it. Yeah, these micro optimizations are, to be honest, an overkill. But I like playing like that. If you've ever played Deus Ex, the first one especially, it rewards you for exploring everything, going everywhere, doing everything. And it's a game I grew up playing a lot, and I've learned to like exhaust every single thing you can from an area. I call it the Deus Ex syndrome. It actually sometimes makes me not enjoy games that much when they don't when they're not designed in a way that supports that kind of play style. Okay, I don't care for the one, but now, yeah, this instacasts at the cost of a lot of mana. And again, how it was designed. First of all, Luminous Drill subtracts a huge amount of cast delay. Like 0.58 is a lot. So just by double spelling a Spark Bolt with a Luminous Drill, this entire group has a cast delay of 0 or 1. It takes 1 frame to cast, and it immediately goes to the second group, which starts here. And again, Luminous Drill discards all of the cast delay. So this is 1 frame, this happens on the second frame, and the very next frame is actually this first group again, because on the top of removing all the cast delay, I'm also removing all the recharge time. I have 0.17 3 times, that's 0.51, and 25 on top is 0.76. So just barely, but I'm removing all the recharge time. So 1 frame it's doing this, second frame is this, next frame is this again. So if I actually swap these around like that, it's gonna look pretty much the same. But now this is the first one, so if I use my right click, I'm only casting the first group. I don't know why I wanted to point that out, but... Okay. Now this is a somewhat decent one for this level. I don't like that it runs out of mana. If I didn't have to rely on Luminous Drills, if I had chainsaws, then this would probably be able to sustain the cast, because this costs 0, this costs 5, a chainsaw would cost 1, so that would be 6, 8, 9. So it would cost 9 to cast everything, And 9 times 6 is 54, so the mana charging speed would actually... no, what am I... Wait, what am I saying? That's 540. No, of course it wouldn't. It wouldn't be able to. No. 9 times 60 is 540. Wait, really? That feels wrong. No, I suppose. Maybe it's 30 frames? I think it's 60. Well, I cannot know. Maybe if I find a chainsaw or 2 chainsaws, I can try, but whatever. Okay, it's time to explore the coal mines. And there was the nest that I didn't want to deal with, but now I can. Watch out when lava falls into toxic sludge. It creates toxic... what's it called? Toxic smoke? Toxic gas? Actually, not sure. Oh, can you die, please? Thank you. And that hurts the player. Plus, it creates toxic rock, which obviously hurts on contact as well. Right. This area is generally safer than the fungal cavern, so I can speed up a little bit. The things to watch out for are the bats, their melee, so as long as you react in time and don't let them get close to you, you should be fine. These guys, which are the least dangerous enemy in the entire game, because even if they hit you, I don't think the glitter bomb deals a lot of damage, so who cares? Oh no! Look at the guy. Yeah. And they have a tendency to kill themselves. Yeah, not very dangerous. Shotgunners, the same as in the first area. Watch out. If you hear them cock the shotgun, levitate up. Should be able to avoid the damage. And if you can, stay above them. And obviously there's also the dynamite boys. Not very dangerous either. What else is there that spawns in here regularly? The fireflies. Yeah. Those can set you on fire, which is uncomfortable. If you have fire immunity, then I believe their projectiles still deal a little bit of damage, but it's much less. Okay. Yeah, the mana's kind of an issue. Hopefully I'll find chainsaws. Or add mana, of course, which would probably solve the entire issue. Watch out, they bleed lava, and I wasn't wet enough. They bleed lava, so don't stand below them. And let's fill my water potion back up. There you go. Drop that, because I don't want it to fall on me. Neutralize it with water. I could also go around picking up this gold, but I'm at 1500. I don't think I'm gonna need much more than that. Yeah, immediately swapped to my water flask because there was toxic sludge from his shot. I don't want to go in there, there's a lot happening, so I'll wait for things to come to me, and I didn't kill it enough, fast enough. on. So I took some damage. Oh well. It's pretty much a reflex at this point to levitate up whenever I hear the shotgun. Would be nice to find a teleport vault, but you can never rely on finding anything. And always adapt to what you're given. Oh, come on. Hop. Oh, I panicked. Yeah. I'm getting a little cocky because I have a very strong wand. But if I'm missing and running out of mana, then it's useless. Let's wait for things to settle down a bit. Actually, let's go the other way. I want to approach that not from below. Oh, that was close. Arrow. I don't use arrow. It has a spread of minus 20 degrees, so it can be good to like negate the spread of some ones. These ones have 1 and 4, which is nothing, but there are ones that have like 30 or so, which makes them useless unless you use arrow, but it can deal self-damage. The wand is not amazing either because it only has 2 slots. I'll just leave it here. I'm not even worried anything's gonna pick it up, but... Okay. I would like HP. More HP. 225, 250 is decent. It's actually very good for the second zone, but there can be more. And there's a wand. What you gonna give me? Mushroom. Mushroom is a fun one. If I'm not mistaken, it counts as a environment kill. Let's test that. Well, you're not the best one to test it on, but okay. Yeah, see? 2 pieces of gold. So, it should count as a non-player kill for pacifist, but I actually don't know about that one. The wand is fine, but I have better. So, let's just leave it here. And there should be just a little bit left unexplored. Oh, I almost did the bad thing. I didn't kill him, and I started levitating up, which is exactly where he shot the TNT. But I realized in time and fell back down. Can there be anything else? And the rats can live. I don't think so. I think that's it. Okay. Well, I still have 76 HP. But I am going to go back to the Holy Mountain to take the heal that I've left there. Which means I'll be able to leave the next one as well. So I'm effectively entering the frozen area with what? 520 HP, because I'll have 260 when I get there, and I'll still have the full heal. Interesting. Oh, that's a Homebringer. I thought it was a return. You can use a return instead of a teleport. But meh. Homebringer teleport bolt kinda useless in a normal run. It's obviously very useful when you want to transport an enemy for some reason later in the game. I'll keep the triple spell, Tentacler. You can use it to kill the Alchemist. I don't really care for it though. I'll keep it on me for now. And the wand itself, well, I'll take it because it's, even though it's a shuffle, it's got decent stats. If I, for example, find the teleport spell in the next Holy Mountain, I'll be able to put it on this. Okay, oh, the heal. And the heal. Now, I have to remember that I have Anger the Gods, so Steve is gonna spawn in the next Holy Mountain. So let's see if I can do anything about that. By the way, what is there? Nothing I care about. Nothing I care about. Okay. Take the heal. I guess I can go this way. Don't lose the HP right away. See, now I have 260 because the heal in the Holy Mountain gives you an extra 10 HP. I guess the next one would also give me 10, so that would be 530 effective HP going into the next zone. If I don't get one shot, that is. Which can happen if an Uko hits you. By the way, I've kept the Wet's Tain effect the whole time I was here. I'm not gonna do that in the next zone. There's much less fire, and it's actually more dangerous to be with exactly because of electricity. Now, there's Steve. How do I want to deal with Steve? He's probably not gonna see me just yet. Yeah, he's in there. I mean, I think this can kill him, but it's not the best. Looking at the spells. I could sheep him, I think. He's not resistant to whatchamacallit, is he? Put this on the ground. Let's test it. I actually don't know. Put this here. Will you get sheeped? Oh, you will. Oh, it's not a sheep. What? Oh, it's unstable. Oh, right. Well, that's not great. That could have gone much worse. I got lucky again. But if you stand here, walk a Did he get stuck in the water? You're joking. Whoa. Well, kind of scuffed, but okay. You stand to the left of it, walk a pixel to the... No, yes, walk a pixel to the left, and kick up, like that. It one-shots him if you do it right. Okay, he didn't injure me, so I'm still at full HP, I can leave the heal. Now, this was fun. I'll keep it because I bought it, but I'm not really gonna use it. And there are some nice things in here. Obviously, if I didn't find it already, or if I didn't have the spell, All-Seeing Eye is nice. Concentrated Light, meh. This is an unlockable spell, so you might not have access to it. Spells to magic missiles, I don't care about. Magic Arrow, I don't care about. That's pretty much Spark Bolt, but stronger and more expensive. Weakening Curse Electricity. I do have electricity, but it costs a lot to cast. It's good for the for breaking your resistance to electricity, And that way electricity doesn't hurt you but can heal you, but that's very elaborate. Summon Rock Spirit is probably my least favorite thing in the game. And the Horizontal Barrier. If I had a good trigger spell, I might consider it, but honestly I do not care. So the spells, not much, but there was the Unstable Metamorphosis Circle, which helped me deal with Steve, so suppose that's nice. Stronger Hearts. Shame I've already picked up so many hearts. Do I want it? Feared by Worms is kinda useless. Although it can be useful because lucky enemies no longer distort terrain while burrowing. When you go to the jungle, you can sometimes have the gods be angered at you without you doing it because the Lukis are mining in the Holy Mountain brickwork. This will stop them, but I don't care. Trick Greed just doubles the gold you get again. Who cares? I have so much gold. Stronger Hearts. Like, Stronger Hearts is the best of these perks. It's also a very good perk in general, but I'm aiming for something much better, like Fire Immunity. That's amazing. Healthy Exploration is also nice. That's constant healing, but I'm not really taking damage, am I? Extra wound capacity, I don't need. There's another one that I would need more slots on, and Fire Immunity is just the best. Yeah. I guess that's it for this Holy Mountain. There's nothing else. I'll temporarily swap this. Just so I can get through the Holy Mountain. And put it back, because these will be much more useful. I didn't get any teleport. I'll just leave the wand here. Do I want to put anything else? I don't need the light. Actually, I have a thought. So, if I have the wand like this, it goes this group, this group, this group, this group. But if I add the light, it goes this group, the second group, and then the light calls for the first group again. Then the wand recharges and it calls for this one again. So it actually speeds up my entire thing. Not only that, but it also makes it a little bit cheaper. Well, not cheaper, but I guess per mana it doesn't change much because 10 and 10. Can I? No, I don't think I can. Actually, you know what? 73. I said I need 5. Dang. Just barely doesn't work out, does it? I was thinking I could have done like that. Go away for a second. But yeah, it's not fast enough. And putting the double. Yeah, now it's constantly casting every single frame. It's casting this, and then the same thing but with light. You can see it swapping here, but it uses the mana too fast. So I think I'm just gonna keep it the way it was before, which was like this. Yeah. I don't need that many energy orbs. I'll still keep the luminous drills. I don't need the spitter bolt anymore. I don't care about TNT. I'll keep rock for the memes if I get homing. Multicasts are always nice. I don't need energy orb. Keep that for the memes. Okay. Again, hover. Make sure there's nothing here. There's a lot here actually. Okay. Who do we deal with first? Who's gonna poke out first? You are. Okay, so I absolutely despise these because they seem to always hit me. They have very fast shots that curve a little bit, so you can avoid them. But, ugh, I don't know. Oh, okay, see how he shot? Okay, well, that's the little ones dealt with for now. There's a turret right here. Yeah, I saw the triple shots that it was shooting. Let me first get rid of these tanks. Oh, no, actually, let's this one. So I have a terrible tendency to catch their projectiles. I see them and I aim towards them. I don't know, it's like you're trying to avoid hitting a tree when you're driving, and that makes you hit the tree, apparently. Okay, well, he's not... the sniper guy is not making it easy to explain. It's actually better to go down and towards them than trying to levitate up away from the shot. Like, it's a very uncomfortable trajectory that if it's not going for you, it's very easy to run into it on accident. These guys obviously have the sight line. What is it called? The laser sight. So you can see it coming. They track you until the very last second, even through teleports and everything. So if you see him aiming towards you and you teleport away, his aim, if he hasn't shot already, will snap onto you right away. So that's kind of annoying. You have to wait for him to shoot, and then when the bullet is already in the air, you can avoid it. Which you can do by hovering up. He will aim at you, decide he has line of sight, and shoot, and you are already moving up, so you have enough time to move away, because you don't have enough time to react to the shot and move away, because it moves too fast. Or you can just put something in between you. So here, I didn't see the shot, but I knew when I see him, go towards him. So I went towards him and it barely missed me. If I went up, I would have run into it. Okay. By the way, the laser guys, the sniper guys, they can shoot through soft materials. So hiding behind a small pile of snow does not have to fully protect you. But I believe that their shots deal damage based on how fast they're going. So it will at least soften the blow. Another thing in this area, always look out for this purple. The purple means there's a thingy, and I hate when they do that. They have a tendency to come back. I heard an explosion in the distance. It's been dealt with, and I see a bunch of freezing vapor. You always want to deal with those first. If they're running towards you, well, booby. Good, tough luck. Okay, these are very easy to deal with. Too bad it's... can you fall down? So we can talk about you. Okay. Now, you want to go around in a circle around them. And they should not be able to hit you whatsoever. They will take shots, but this is kind of too close. But if you're further away, or if I could finish the circle, it would be much more safer. But they're actually not like that threatening. I'm probably just gonna very slowly chip away at its health. If I still had mana potion, I could just shower it in... oh, fuck. Well, I'm talking and not paying attention, and it hit me and stunned me, and I fell into the burning oil. If I still had mana potion, I could just spray it with mana, and because it's made of metal, it would die. again, slowly taking our time. I can deal with you first, but I do see that. Actually, this one's much better at dealing with it. It doesn't have the range, so stay away. But it explodes, and the explosion always breaks the propane tank. It cannot make it, or I don't think it can, if you hit it directly. It cannot make it fly around everywhere. Okay, let's see what we have here. And there we go, spark bolt with trigger. It was just a matter of time. And immediately I go back and I try to make something out of that. Can I? Well, I'll try, definitely. Okay. So what do we do? I'll keep 2 like that. Personal gravity field I don't care about. And I'll keep the formation above and below. Even though it's not very useful. It's a multicast. I can always throw it away. Now, what do I do? This is still very slow. But what I'm thinking, maybe I go back to using my right click. I obviously have to have an extra something here. Then. And now, instead of spark bolt, I do spark bolt with trigger. And let's see what we can put inside of it. I could do a digging bolt, a spark bolt. Maybe just these 2. If I do that... Okay, so what I've just done. This double spell will cast the spark bolt with trigger and the luminous drill. So that's pretty much the same as it was before, except instead of a spark bolt, it's a spark bolt with trigger. And that makes the luminous drill makes it that it has no cast delay. Then I have 1, 2 sources of minus 17 is minus 34, plus 25 is whatever, 60. And I'm doing that twice, because again, this is one cast group. The double spell casts the spark bolt and the luminous drill, and the spark bolt casts the double scatter spell and with the digging bolt and spark bolt, and it's all heavy spreaded. So this will cast it for the first time. No cast delay, immediately goes to the next spell. This spell casts the group the second time, so it should be immediate. Yes, it is. Instant casting. And it should be slightly stronger, because now I'm not casting just a spark bolt, but I'm casting a spark bolt with trigger that also delivers a payload of a digging bolt and a spark bolt. I could make it even stronger by adding electricity to it, but honestly, electricity scares me. I still don't have electric immunity, so why tempt it? Why tempt faith? It's a bit costly. Can I do without this? Because this is 34, and that would be twice. That's not enough. But maybe I'm fine with that. Not casting instantly. Because it means I have more control over the magic, over the mana used. I keep saying magic, or thinking magic, because of Hades 2, where you don't have mana, you have magic. Sure. Let's keep it like that. Good enough. And I have digging at a distance. Okay. Again, I will go in layers, but I have to be careful about not leaving enemies behind. Right, talk about the enemy. This one's an annoying one. It spawns the little dudes if you don't have the firepower. Actually, not even firepower. The fire speed. It's about how quickly you can cast. He will overwhelm you with the little ones. There's ice now. But otherwise then, him pretty much making his own shield with the little dudes. It's not very dangerous. Watch out for the freezing vapor. There we go. I will probably take some damage falling in there. Yeah, because of the freezing damage. It can stay behind the golden nuggets when you pick them up. It hurts you. It's usually not a lot of damage to be worried about, but careful, if you have 1 HP, it can kill you. Now, there's a lot happening here. I first want to get rid of that. Perfect. Because I think something could have shot me from here, or could shoot me from here, and hit the propane tank, and I don't want that. Let's go down and back up. Nothing's happening. Okay. Slowly making my way through here. And... yeah. I'm thinking. What am I thinking of? So this enemy. Right. It's similar to the fire skull in the first zone. It only has a melee attack. But when you hit it, instead of spawning gunpowder, it shoots back these freezing projectiles. If they hit you, they freeze you, and if you're frozen and the skull comes close to you, it can melee you, so it can very quickly kill you. So again, stay far away and watch out for the shots. Oh, by the way, rats. Yeah, rats are not very dangerous. Just don't get too close. I can see there are some worm trails. If I didn't have All-Seeing Eye, that would be very exciting, because you can drink worm blood to get vision through the fog of war. Oop. Almost got stained with the toxic that was behind the corpse or somewhere. And I think I've reached the edge. Yes. This way, if you keep going this way and then up, you get back to the first zone. Holy. Yeah, these guys, they always injure me. I never expect them. You can get to the first zone. If I had a teleport bolt, I would probably now just go back up and go pick up the 2 orbs that are above the mountain and in the pyramid. Now, I hear electricity. There are 2 enemies that can make that sound, and that's an Uko and the lightning skull, both of which are quite dangerous. Uko obviously being the more dangerous one. I hear it's coming from over here, but there's another one, another source of the sound somewhere over there. But first, I'll actually go back up and return the way I came from. And again, I want to search this place in its entirety, which means I will go back to where I came in, below the Holy Mountain, and go to the left this time. And then once I go all the way to the left, I'll go down and do another layer going back right, and so on and so on. That way I guarantee that I explored this place entirely. An overkill, but why not? Whew! At the very last second I noticed the turret right here. Let's get rid of you. Now, if we're horizontally like that, that's quite uncomfortable. I'll try to rush over here. Okay. Yeah. And this is unfortunate. I cannot make a circle around it. So I'll probably just have to peek out and hide again. There we go. I destroyed this one much faster because I'm already stronger, using the spark bolt with trigger to deliver much stronger payload. Here I see him aiming at me, so I keep holding the up button, and that way when he shoots, I already have momentum going up, and I should be able to avoid the hit. Rats, this guy. I went back, but I was watching the trajectory of the projectile to make sure that it didn't hit me. Like, the trajectory is so awkward, it's very difficult to avoid those. Now, I like the sprite of this wand. That usually means it's a good wand. But this one is not extremely surprisingly good. It does have plasma cutter. I will go back and do a funny thing, because I have kept the second spark bolt with trigger. And I will actually spark bolt with trigger the plasma cutter, which is gonna be a backup plan for strong enemies that I will not use on the regular, because plasma cutter is extremely strong, but it's also extremely strong towards you. And quadruple scatter spell is nice. If I ever decide to add more payload into the spark bolt, I can. I'll just keep one, toss the other. Actually, no, don't toss the other. I'll put it right here. What is it? Now, I don't care about this wand being fast. It's a shoot once, run away type of deal. It has 350 max mana, and these require 40. Okay, so I'm fine. And yeah, it's just gonna cast the spark bolt, which will deliver all 3 of these plasma cutters wherever it lands up. Make sure it's a non-shuffle. Let's test it. Yeah, I don't want to be anywhere near that. But it should be good against Ukos, the sentry turrets. Mostly motionless stuff that doesn't chase me too much. And that I can take the time to think about how to approach. I really don't want to be casting this one just willy-nilly. Let's refill my water. Okay. Now, wait for that freezing vapor to dissipate. Alright. Nearly to the left wall. Make sure... Oh, right. In this zone, there can be electricity boxes in these water pools. I don't like the propane tank there. So, anytime you approach a large body of water like this, make sure there's not an electricity source in it. If it was right here, the electricity could be spreading only this far when I had it off screen, and the moment I would step in, it would just decide, okay, I'm just gonna send a huge lightning strike all the way over there. It likes to do that for some reason. Can we please explode it? Thank you. So, even though it looks like there's no electricity, always double check, because that's an instant kill. Okay, yeah, we're to the left wall. Let's deal with these guys. Send some water down there just in case. And I'll wait for the steam or the freezing vapor to dissipate, because I'm in no rush. Let's have a peek. Is there anything this way? No. There could be an Uko or something like that, even though I don't hear it. Very carefully descend. One layer lower. Okay. Yeah. Electricity. So, Uko or the electric skull. And that's very unfortunate. I don't want to go in here, because it could get direct line of sight. I want to have angles to work with. So, first of all, deal with these guys. And now, have a peek. Anything happening? Oh yeah, I saw the Yuko. He saw me, jumped this way, and this is exactly when I'm gonna use my plasma cutter thing. Slowly deal with him. I could have used explosive as well, or just very slowly chip away at his health. Dealing with him from afar is the best. You can outrange him with just Spark Bolt. If you even had just a single Spark Bolt, nothing else, if you're side to side, you can see him standing right here and shoot him like that. You will have range on him, and he will not range on seeing you and shooting you. But watch out, he can always just decide to jump towards you, and then it's bad news. But his projectile is somewhat easy to dodge, but it explodes, so yeah. Not fun. By the way, there's this area. I'm not gonna go in there now. Should I? Maybe not. Because now that oh. So this wand has explosives. Yeah. That's the most dangerous part in there, the wands. They can have literally anything, I think. And if it has a nuke, it sees me and fires off the nuke, then I'm dead. So let's not risk it, and I'll stick to this area for now. Okay, yeah. Now I'm exploring this level. I'll just keep going right. Pretty much not diverging from this Y coordinate. Okay, it's just a bomb. And I'll go all the way to the right, checking out anything I find on the way. Interesting. 550 is a lot. 85 is also a lot, recharge time. Do I want it? You know what, I do have the empty slot, so sure, why not? But I'm prepared to let go of it the moment I find something better. Oh. I could use the the plasma cutter. I know there was a HC that went down here. There he is. I was about to say that I'm just gonna leave him to it, because I wasn't too worried about it. But, oh well. Is that the one that I've already found? Must be, right? No, it wasn't. There's a wand right here. Unless it's one that I've dropped. I have this. No. And it's been shot twice. You know what? I don't like it. I don't like it. Throw away my weakest wand, just in case somebody finds it. And shove this in the ceiling. Because why risk it? When we can make ourselves safer. Yeah, and I'm probably gonna speed up a little bit now. There we go. Which means I might take some unnecessary damage from small sources. But anytime I hear danger, such as electricity, or what else is there that's very dangerous in this area? Mostly electricity. If I hear electricity, I'm gonna slow down and think about my actions. But the rest is, honestly, at 240 HP with the 1 health, full health still in the Holy Mountain, I can go much faster. Now, electricity. As the one below, right? The one I said that I can hear below me. Yeah. So that means it's at the on the next layer that I'm gonna explore now. So very slowly, inch forward, because even if it's an Uko, as long as he's to the side of me, the screen is wide enough that he should not have range to target me. No, I hear something below. I don't like this. There's 2 sources, one below, one to the left. So I'm gonna make a detour. I would keep going left to stay on the line, but I'll make a detour because I want to deal with it. I don't hear anything from over here. So there's something... There he is. Can we... Very carefully. There we go. And there's another one. But since I'm here, let's see what this is. Just a rock. The one is interesting a little bit, but I have better. Rusted metal. There's an explosive in there. I don't need to deal with it, but I will. I just wanted to point it out that the snow piles can have explosive hidden in them. Okay, that was a sniper shot. That was not meant for me. And there's the electricity source. Can I see it? Is it a skull or an Uka? Now, these pedestals, the snipers cannot shoot through them, so you can hide behind them. What is this? Acid ball. I'm not gonna take it. Acid ball can be a way out of the Holy Mountain. A bit scuffed, but it works. I want to investigate the source. There we go. So I'm gonna come from over here. If I went above, he would have... I would be in range. But like this. And even if I just... Okay, he's getting too close, but... and there was a blue laser. That means... that's the missile launcher. I was too close. I don't know if he walked because I hit him or just he roamed. But he fell down. I'm not gonna worry about him now. But if he didn't walk, I would probably just be able to hit him with even a single spark bolt. Hit him 100 times. He would eventually die. But... Nope, he moved. Sad. Another acceleration. I could take it. I would probably start moving too fast. Now, quickly, before they move, drop this on them. Ho 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 ho. Oh, that was lucky. I ran out of levitation because I was hurrying to get rid of them with the ice. Yeah, you can drop the ice on them. That obviously counts as an environment kill, so you get double gold. Very good source of gold. This structure or formation is extremely dangerous to approach from the left, but very safe from the right. Sometimes the ice can be broken already, but if it's not, you can drop the ice on them. Worm pheromone, I don't care about. I actually have no idea how it works. It probably attracts worms, but I've never tested it. I've never needed it. What do we have? Speed up. That's amazing. I want that on my energy orb. So, since this is a somewhat threatening wand, I'm gonna shove it in the ceiling like that. Keep this. And I actually do want the speed up a lot. So I will go back to the Holy Mountain and swap away right away. Luckily I'm still very close, so it doesn't take too long. Now, if I put it like this, it would be faster every time, but it would shoot slower. If I do it like that, it's the same speed as before, but only every other is sped up. And I'm okay with that, because I don't want the range, like I don't need it all the time. I only want it for special occasions, for under certain circumstances. So like this, I can still keep the speed of mining up close with the utility of being able to shoot from afar. And now this will be how I get rid of the propane tanks. Triple cast is always good. I don't need that anymore. Goodbye, goodbye. By the way, was the wand any good? I don't think it was. No, mana charge speed of 20 is atrocious. And let's go back. Where was I? Right here. Okay. What else? There it is. These are the electricity boxes. And see how sometimes the electricity doesn't reach as far like this. But sometimes it can literally... Yeah, see? It went about twice as far. So I'm just gonna deal with it like that. Stand far away, just in case. The explosion isn't really that big, but better safe than sorry. Okay. Ooh. Now, he was aiming up, and I was going up. So I knew that I couldn't keep going up to get away from the shot, and I wasn't ready to go to go left yet. That's why I decided to fall perpendicularly to the way he's aiming, and luckily it worked out and it missed me. But yeah, they can be quite difficult to deal with. And there we go. Now that my energy orb has speed up, it reaches further before it disappears. So it helps me get rid of these propane tanks much easier. Okay. I stopped for a second, looked where the projectile was going, and then made my move. Because otherwise, if I just panicked and tried to run away, I would probably end up hitting it. And we're back. Oh, there's a propane tank right here. I hate it. Go away. Oh no, the water's slowing down the projectile. There we go. And I'm back to the ominous temple. And I remember I saw the wand, of which at least one had explosives, and it was in this pocket right here, which scares me. because that's the layer where I want to go now. So I'm not gonna go there directly. I'll stay a little bit to the right. Try to descend over here. Yeah. Okay. Now that here's the band, I can have a look. Yeah. It's safe, but the wands could be anywhere in here. I'm not even gonna attempt it. Not on a safe run. If I was feeling adventurous, I would definitely go for it. But... Okay. Let's get rid of the explosives. And once the freezing vapor settles down, which I can help a little bit. Oh, that's a very nice wand. Okay, you're coming with me. And this is the missile launcher tank. The missile's home. So I don't even want to tempt it. If it fires it, you can sort of spiral around the missile. It's not unavoidable, but because it doesn't go in a straight line because it homes, it's quite annoying. Okay, I broke the ice, and now I can kill it with the plasma cutter. Let's keep going. There's something happening down there. We'll get to it. This area is quite open, so I don't think there's a good way to go through it systematically and in a way that you keep your 6 clear at all times. That's why I just go left to right, right to left, left to right. I would like to see if the worm is still here or not. Is that levitation? By the way, anytime I'm approaching an enemy that shoots, I move circularly around it, or rather perpendicularly to the direction of their projectiles. That gives me the highest chance to avoid being shot if they do shoot. Oh, I was close. I should have checked, luckily. It has -1 degree of spread. I thought Sparkbolt added some spread, maybe not. It very easily could have had a high spread, hit the ceiling, which could have aimed the plasma cutters at me, so... Luckily, it's a good wand. Ooh, okay. Acceleration. That's the one I saw already, I think. That's the missile launchers. They also need a little bit of time to target you, so if you just keep moving the way you were already moving, because going back, it loses you momentum, and you have to find like start moving again. So it actually stops you dead in your tracks for a second, and that can be dangerous. So it's better to just keep moving, if the way is clear, of course. You don't want to keep moving into an enemy that's actually even more dangerous, and... Oh. Okay, well, there's a nuke. If you don't have nuke unlocked yet, then you don't have to worry about it. But I do have it unlocked, so it can occasionally happen to be on a wand. And how am I gonna deal with it? I think if I just leave it right here, nobody should mess with it. Yeah, I really don't want an enemy to pick that up. Do I want to switch this right away? Maybe I do. Yes, I do. And you know what? Because I'm going back to an area that I know is clear, I'm gonna keep my backup damage wand right here. That way I can bring the nuke home and neutralize it properly. And I'm gonna switch my digging setup to the second wand. Actually, am I? This is a very good wand. But I don't think it's good enough to turn it into a damage wand because it doesn't have enough slots. But I will show you what would be a possible way to do that. Yeah, unfortunately, let's see. Let's see what I can come up with. Okay. There we go. Now, first of all, goodbye. Now that that's settled, this is a decent wand. But oh, this is already an upgrade. Yeah. I will put it on this one, I think, though. But first, let's see if I can make it into a damage wand. What I would do is probably just double cast a regular spark bolt with a luminous drill. Well, even that is too much mana. And it does have 17 degrees of spread. There are ways to use it, but I don't care for any of those. Did I have it like that? I guess so. And what about you? Is the spread gonna annoy me too much? It's not even that fast, is it? Oh no, it's actually very fast. Never mind. Do I want to keep you? There could be some structures that I would need luminous drills to get through, but I have a luminous drill on this actually, so for the occasional steel dome, I can use that. So this is fine. Yeah, I think this will be better digging. How long does it take to destroy that? Yeah. 17 degrees of spread is a lot, but I don't think I need to be extra precise on digging. Now, I have to go back to pick up my wand. But I've made a little bit of progress and a tiny improvement again. Did I go too far down? Watch out if you're digging like that. As I said, there can be explosives in the snow. You don't want to accidentally set off anything. I hope my wand is still here. Up or down? I think up. Yes, there we go. Actually, I want you on slot 4. If you're picking up a wand, you can press the number button where you want the wand to go. And where's the line that I want to explore now? This one? Yes, this one. Okay, well. Ooh, okay. That works. What do we have here? Acid ball, awful wand, downwards bolt bundle. Nothing that I care about. Very effective. Oh, actually, I'm fireproof, so I can go pick up the gold. And I hear electricity again. From below, I believe. Yes. He's right there. Do I play with fire? I do. Shoot. See? The projectile is decently avoidable. Watch out, however, when you're in water, wet, or if there's a wall behind you, because it kept going and exploded who knows where. But if it hit a wall, it could have hit me through the explosion as well. Did I hit it? No. Ho, 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 ho. Let's deal with him quickly. Okay, good enough. Yeah, but they're definitely very scary. And can ruin your day very easily. Walk around, watch out for the freezing vapor. And I saw a sniper. Or his sight line. What's it called? It's not a sight line. I cannot remember the word. Laser sight. I think. Not sure. Again, I kind of panicked, almost caught the projectiles. Luckily, course corrected at the very last second to avoid it. Yeah, but I'm still following number 1 rule. Go slowly, engage enemies one by one. Make sure that you always have a safe place to return to. Don't just blindly rush through an area. Here, again, I saw an enemy aiming at me. I know I didn't have the time to return, so I just kept going, hoping that whatever I found here wouldn't be as dangerous as the shot. And of course the little guy hit me again. Oh, I don't like when they have a stupid angle like that. Okay, what do we get? Okay, I'll take it. Magic arrow with trigger is expensive for what it does compared. You see, this is 10 mana, this is 35, so it's 3.5 times as expensive. The damage on these doesn't matter. The damage is in the payload. This is just a delivery method. So, whatever. The delivery method of a spark bolt is much better than that of a magic arrow. But if I didn't have the spark bolt with trigger, I would definitely be taking this. Almost done with this area. Ooh. Ooh. Ah, yeah. I see that. Okay. When I was shooting them, and I saw that the grenadier guy threw the grenade, I stopped looking at where I was shooting and I started looking at the projectile and where I was, so I could course correct or dodge efficiently. If you could keep looking at them, then you don't know what's happening around you and you will get hit. And I also noticed there is a propane tank. It would be much less visible now that it's covered in blood, but let's get rid of that. Okay, I'll take it around so I can continue faster. This is Invisiblium, and this was an unfortunate hit, but those happen. And I'm gonna take it very slowly. Is he dead? I don't think he can be dead. Did I really injure him that much? I suppose. Okay, well, that was fun. I did not expect that enemy at all. Yeah, they have the two very strong projectiles. How much damage did I take? 17 per, I believe? Or 17 once, which means they do 17. It feels like they should do more, but they definitely cause explosion damage, because if you have explosion immunity, they deal next to nothing, I believe. I'll take it in case I don't find anything better, but critical on burning I don't care about that much. The pentagon is nice, the freeze would be nice, but none of that is a priority, and the wand itself is not very good either. Okay. Open up and try to open the chest from far away in case it has an electricity stone. Okay. And we're below the magical temple. And I believe this is the last line. Oh yeah, when you're above these, I don't think they can shoot you either. That actually applies to all of these enemies. Am I gonna run out of hover before I get rid of them? I don't think... Yeah, see? Not all the ECs. I think the dynamite ECs can throw dynamite directly up. But the shooting ones don't shoot directly up. Which is also a way to deal with these safely. I'm gonna show myself very quickly and then hover up above. Nothing. There's nothing it can do. Well, it can sidestep me, but... Almost went in there, but I don't know if there's an explosive. I'm not gonna do it. I don't care. It's just 10 gold. I have 3,000. And I wasn't even trying to pick up any. It just happened. Energy orb with timer has a mana cost of 50, which is awful, but it can substitute the regular one in an emergency. And nothing else I care about, so I'm just gonna leave it there. In a pinch, that's what I wanted to say. It can substitute it in a pinch. I knew there was a word for it. Oh, this is interesting. Oil trail and reduce recharge. Okay, so wand itself, not interesting. Oil trail can be interesting. I am immune to fire, so I could put burning trail or something on it and just flood everything with oil and burn everyone. It's not very effective, but it's definitely fun. And Death Cross I don't care about, it's expensive. And the damage is, I suppose, decent, but meh. Formation Bifurcated can sometimes be used instead of a double scatter. But the most important part is the reduced recharge time. It does cost 12 mana, but it has... So the cast delay is only -17, where a Luminous Drill is 58. So it would not be enough for this wand to take it down to 0 cast delay on the Spark Bolt. But for a better wand it might. And the recharge time is -33, which is pretty much like 2 Luminous Drills. So this is better than 2 Luminous Drills, but I'm only using 1, so I don't really care. I'm thinking if I want it more than the freeze charge, I'm feeling kind of lazy going back all the way to the Holy Mountain above again. If I really wanted to, I would go back, take the freeze charge, the pentagon, possibly the critical or on burning, but probably not. And then take the reduced recharge time. But considering... it might actually be very good on this wand. Okay, you know what? Let's do it. Just because I can. And it might be very interesting on this wand. The mana charging speed cannot support it, but it will definitely be fun. Uh, Watch out when digging through snow, just in case there's explosives. And I think I need to go a little bit more to the right. If I'm not mistaken, yep. If I still had my Lumi drills, I could make a shortcut through one of these. But I'll just go around. Okay, so right now, the digging wand is shooting this fast. If I add this, yeah, it's too expensive. You know what? I'll take it. I'll still do that, even though it runs out of mana and it stutters. Now at least the speed up is on every cast. Sure, why not? It serves the purpose. I really wouldn't want my attack wand to stutter like that, but a digging wand can. Yep, just keep your distance. The enemies are strong, but not very threatening when you can afford to stay away. That changes in the HC base, which is much more closed. And that's when they start becoming very dangerous. Oh, let's just suffer the damage. I don't care to wait. You die, and I want to pick up the wand again. No, there's a little bit more to explore. Huh. Accelerating shot would be nice if I had a black hole, maybe. But I don't care. Oh, this is annoying. Sometimes these pixels can keep emitting freezing vapor for forever. You want to destroy them. You can do that with digging, but also with just Spark Bolt. Spark Bolt actually destroys, I think, both, even the frozen rock. Not only the snow, but the frozen rock as well. Now this is... this actually would be... here. He was here. Oh, ooh! Poo, 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 poo. Okay. Interesting. Now, freeze charge, but on a spell that I don't want to use. If you freeze them, you can kick them and kill them in like 2 kicks, I believe. The worm enemies, when they dig through terrain, they can go anywhere, but once they get above terrain, they will soon start falling down. So if you can stay high above like that, he can never reach me. He cannot cross these gaps. Well, I guess he could if he like came in very fast and inertia would take him all the way up here, but that's unlikely to happen. Oh, what am I doing? I have this to deal with enemies like him. Of course, he hid. There you go, take that. The plasma cutter even cuts up the corpse, so he bleeds a lot of worm blood. If I didn't have the all-seeing eye, I would be able to see everywhere now. That would be nice. Oh, and of course, they can drop extra HP. Oh, almost went into the portal. I don't think he did. Yeah, no. It's a 50-50 chance that they will drop a health increase. And Yeah, as I was originally going to say, it would be very unfortunate to see, because he could anger the gods without me, but I already did, so I don't have to care about that. Keep going, perpendicular to where I'm being shot at. Press down to recharge my hover. Also, I'm never holding down the hover button, you tap it. If you tap it, yeah, obviously you can last much longer. You can even get higher than that. If I start from here and I hold my levitation up, I get barely to the ice, but if I keep tapping it, I get much higher. There's an explosive, but it's just a regular one, so who cares? Oh no, so that wand has electricity and explosion, yes. He might have killed himself with it. It's ball lightning, that's actually not that dangerous. So I'm okay engaging with this enemy, but yeah, ball lightning. Another reduce recharge. I don't want another one, I don't care for another one. 2 seconds, meh. Ball lightning can be an amazing spell, but again, I'm scared of electricity. What I will do, however, is put this one somewhere where it doesn't hurt anyone. And another speed up? Maybe I'm fine with one. Okay, wand pedestal. Hopefully that's that wand, and there's not another one somewhere unaccounted for. But I don't think there is. And I think I'm all the way back. I've been here. I've fought an Uko here. Guess I haven't gone all the way through here. Look at them. Can I kill you with this? Maybe if I aim better? Alright, he's gonna drown. Give me my 20 gold. Thank you. And we're at the wall. Anything I want from up there? Oh, there's... Oh, do I go take the health? I'm coming up to HC base, and I have... and I have pheromone. I'll keep the health in there, because I'm lazy to go back. And having it there could help me. It would definitely help me if I was going for like a long run. Yeah, watch out when you hit the barrier. It can oh no. Let's dance. Up, down, up, down, up, down. And I want to hit somewhere right here. I don't like the fact that he moved. Let's shoot over there. Come here. Oh! Oh, come on. Alright. No, I don't have the firepower with my regular spell. And I might die. I've been playing too much with him. I don't want to take the health until he's dead. Just in case I get hurt again. What if? Oh! No, I want to talk about it. No, let's take it right away. It's the obvious best spell in there. But he deals explosion damage, so... That should have lowered the amount of damage I was taking. What were the other spells? Can I still see? No, it's too late. There was like, what was it? Projectile duplication, I believe, which I don't care for. I have no idea what the other one was, but it wasn't interesting. Okay, well, it's going great. I already have fire and explosion immunity. I did take a lot of damage, but there's the health. I'm gonna take it because I'm going to the Hisi base and I have pheromone, so I can heal in there. Let's see what the wands have for me. There's another reduce recharge if I needed it. Magic bolt with timer, 40 mana drain. Again, terrible timer spell, but if I didn't have anything else, I would probably take it. Rock spirit, I don't care for. The wand, 73 recharge time. I don't want to deal with that, even though it has a slightly higher mana charging speed than this one. Damage plus could be nice, but it does add knockback to your wand or the spell group, so maybe I don't want to do that. Heavy spread and light? No, I already have a heavy spread that I'm not using. The one's not great. Yeah, I don't think I want any of this. Alright, my inventory is a mess. So, I'm still keeping the luminous drills. I'm keeping the 3 modifiers, these multicasts, and these 3 spells just in case. There's a modifier that I want to keep, and a multicast that I want to keep. I don't care for the rest. I don't care for the wand. Okay. Swap. Just for a second. There we go. Although, I'm actually going into a place that doesn't really benefit from the digging of magic energy ball orb. So maybe I want to keep this. Also, this one will be less useful in there because I'll be more scared to use it. It's much narrower in there, but I'll still keep it like that. Like, I do have decent resources. I'm not thrilled. I'm now contemplating taking the damage plus after all. Is there like a spark bolt or some cheap projectile? There is. I have so much money, I don't mind spending it. I'm actually gonna swap for a forecast and put the 2 like that. That made it much more expensive, but also it gave it more damage. And I don't have to deal with the fact that there's a knockback. I could still get it and only have this be a 3 cast. How do I do that? Like that. And put the damage plus on it, because now it would apply to all 3 of these spells, so it would be plus 30 damage. Actually, maybe I'm not rapid firing just yet, so the knockback, even though there is some, it's very little. Freeze charge. I don't want to use freeze charge in this location, because if you freeze all the robots and electric enemies, they speed up because they're robots, so if you freeze them, you're cooling them and they act better. On the other hand, electric charge is strong against them. What do I want to do? I don't need all three. I only need one, and it's the same. But maybe I do want to do that just to keep them. Oh wait, no. Throw away the 3, keep the 4. 540. This. So it recharges mana faster, but the recharge time is bad. But if I... So it casts 2 spells at the same time. So it's gonna go cast these 2. So if I now put a double spell, it's gonna cast this as the first spell, which casts this Luminous Drill and this Luminous Drill, and then it's still gonna cast this one. So I'm casting 5 times, 17 is 85. So it should be immediate. And it loses mana faster because I'm casting more at the same time. Whereas this one, even though it has less mana charge speed, it's 1 frame per 1 Luminous Drill. So it's 10 magic or 10 mana per frame. But over here, whoops, it's 20 on the first frame and 30 on the second frame. So it's not gonna keep up. It just tells me that I'm just gonna keep this one. But it's interesting to know and understand why and how that works. Am I happy with that? Well, it's the best I can do given the resources. Okay, slowly. This area should be mostly closed off with the boxes and stuff. But you never want to go anywhere too quickly. Let's come back up to recharge my hover. And I don't have to do that. I'm immune to fire. I'm just thinking that now that I don't have the energy orb, I don't have a reliable way of getting rid of the propane tanks. But I think if I spark bolt a digging, trigger a digging bolt, that should also always detonate it, hopefully. In any case, I'm immune to explosions, so I'm willing to try. But if I wasn't immune to explosions, I would probably experiment on the first, whatchamacallit, tank that I would see and test how well it's working. Now, I could have shot him before he shot me, but I changed my mind because there's a healer that I want to somehow attempt to keep alive, but they're very hard to keep alive. Ugh. Come here. Oh, you're joking. Did that really? Wow. The spark bolt with trigger hit the enemy, which deployed another spark bolt with a damage plus that hit the healer. That's like, I think it's hard-coded in the game to make them die somehow. Okay, enemies in this area. Oh, the HC are the same. There are these mechanical constructs that are actually... The most dangerous part about them is the oil they bleed. Because luckily I'm immune to fire, but this area can get very flamey. The projectile that they're shooting is not very good. I want to... Oh no, well, I forgot how much of a spread it has. I wanted to let it in and talk about avoiding the projectile, but... Okay, so there's an explosive right here, and then right there. Let me try hitting it once. No, it didn't explode right away, unfortunately. That's sad, but oh well. If I just spam it, I should be able to get rid of it. Oh, by the way, I'm also being much less careful because I will have access to healing here, so... Watch out, these have collision. And the chains. So if I were to... I was almost going to shoot my plasma cutter onto that enemy, but I believe if I shoot this, it will actually spawn there. Okay, what was that? What did I hit? What did I hit? Oh, I hit the sign. Well, those have collision too, apparently. Let's try again. This time making sure there's nothing in the way. No, they don't. Okay. No, they do. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. I don't know. But see how it's... yeah. It's this one is definitely deploying the payload when it's hitting the chain. I don't know why the plasma cutter didn't do it the first time. But oh well. There's electricity in the light bulbs. If you hit them, or if you teleport into them, you can get stunned with electricity. Damn, that did a lot of damage. And I just stood there taking it because I was so confused what's happening. Okay, can I get a healer, please? I need a get out of the jail free card. Okay, so the shop isn't here. I'm gonna go to the other side. By the way, whiskey potions. And this is an area that I actually won't explore entirely. It's kind of pointless. Again, there can be explosives in the snow. What do I do? Oh, hello. Can you help me, please? I was being a silly. Thank you. So, pheromone is one way how to get healed by these guys. Another way is if you have two of them, stand between them, kick them both, they will heal each other. That way it's even twice as fast. This is taking some time. Or if you don't have a pheromone potion, you can also go to one of the stationary turrets. Not these ones, not the ones that move, but the ones that don't move. See, he's trying to get himself killed. And damage the turret, and he will try to heal it. You can intercept them. Come here. I want to... You're gonna just get yourself killed in there. Yeah. Do I go around? Yeah. Anyway, they charge, and once they shoot, it's locked into one direction only. So not very dangerous. You can explodify the shields. Watch out, it generates electricity, obviously. Yeah. And that propane tank just flew somewhere. I think I heard an explosion. I'm not 100% sure. But let's just... Oh. Oh no, don't pick it up. And there's an explosive on that. That should not matter anymore though. Even if it was a nuke, I should be able to live because I have explosion immunity. And there's a beautiful example of the setup for healing. I don't have magic mana. Come here. Sometimes these can turn around when you kick them. But only for the first time you actually damage it. Huh? And now it's free healing. And it's even facing a direction that I will never go, so it's not a danger to me at all. I'm not gonna explode this one intentionally because I'll try to keep this guy alive. Although I don't see that happening for too long. There's another one of these. I don't care. Die. Well, maybe I can keep you. He's gonna burn. Let's try to get him wet. Save him from the fire. And I don't want to go around the bend because there's an explosive that I don't like. Even though I'm immune to explosions, the freezing vapor is still quite dangerous. Plus, I don't want to get this guy killed. But that might happen here. Let's try to get rid of the thingy. Now, if I get lucky... Yeah, no. Can't you just stay here, please? What if I put meat here? You're just gonna suffocate in it, aren't you? Oh. Well, explodify that. Maybe... whatever. Let's go. Kill this white quickly. Holy shit. Okay. Oh, it was a death cross. Plasma beam cross. Interesting. He's gonna die too. Oh. To physics damage from the box. Here, I don't want you, nobody wants you, don't pick it up. Now these guys, they deal, I believe, 100 damage. If they have line of sight, and they shoot very quickly. So, anytime you're entering a corridor, it's good to, like, go down and up. Just in case it shoots, it should miss you. I am immune to fire. I don't have to douse myself. Oh, I'm immune to fire and explosions. I can actually face tank most of the enemies. Take that. Get through here. Kill you. There you go. Okay. The hourglass. So, explosion. I believe it actually costs way too much mana. I'll take it. Yeah, 80 mana. It would be nice to have inside of a trigger, but 80 mana is a lot. Remove wounds, I don't care. Giga Disc projectile, I don't care. And plasma beam enhancer. It just makes it wider. It doesn't do anything else. So I could use it on that, but I believe it has a lot of mana cost. No. Well, let's keep it. Maybe we'll do something fun with that. Do I want to throw something away for the double? No, I don't. And if you go up here, make sure you're using the proper wand, because you want to not destroy the hourglass. Come in here and put your teleportation into it. You actually don't need the full flask. I think it's like 85%. Let's see. Is that enough? That was enough, and I still have 26% left. Once you jump in, you are presented with 8 free spells. We talked about most of these. There's summon fish. You have to unlock that one. If I didn't have a trigger spell, there's another chance for it. Acid cloud, circle of buoyancy. well, disappointing, but I believe it can have any spell at all. So even the ones that are rare can be found here. But no luck this time. These fish, you can kick them. And if you do, and a healer comes by, he is their friend and he will actually try to heal them. So that's another way how to heal, using the healers. Okay, well, I don't really want to stay in this place for long. That's unfortunate that I got hit, because the chaotic polymorphine, if I got stunned into it, that could have been very dangerous. Yeah, there's not very many resources, there's a lot of danger in here. Oh, he had a wand, I didn't even notice. I'm almost out of mana, and I'm playing extremely sloppy, because I know I can heal. Maybe I should not be doing that. Maybe I'm playing a bit too sloppy. I'm almost dead. And there's our chainsaws, finally. What do I have? Okay. Don't. Leave me. Can we be friends? Yeah. With the chainsaws, I'll be able to first off switch this luminous drill for a chainsaw. That'll make it much cheaper to cast, and then probably one of the spark bolts to make it even cheaper. And I'm probably just gonna go right away, do that right away, because yeah, he's gonna kill him because he's been pheromoned. Because I still want to fix my broken wand, so I want an empty wand slot. Oh, hello. Watch out for the electricity. That no. That's just whiskey. I thought it was ambrosia. That's one thing I still don't have and would like to have. Ambrosia, but maybe I'll have to go without. That ambrosia would allow me to get 1000 HP in the jungle. No. Well, likely. It's not guaranteed, but likely. Okay, 1 and 2. How's that look now? Meh. Now this one's too expensive. Maybe I go without it. Yeah. So what I'm doing is double casting Spark Bolt, and Chainsaw. Chainsaw not only reduces recharge time, but it negates all the cast delay up to that point. Not anything after. Or rather, it sets it to 0 or 1 or whatever. So if I did it the other way around, it would fire similar, like the similar setup. But this time there would be 0.05 seconds cast delay. So it's actually slower. Which might be something I want, considering the mana situation. I still need that because I need to get rid of recharge time. Now I have 3 sources of -17. That is still not good enough to not do double cast. Another way to do it would be like that. That would be only chainsaw, then double spell, spark bolt, and the chainsaw, which would make 1, 2, 3, 4 times 17 is 68. Still not enough. But it would make the mana situation even better. I don't know. I think I like this. Yeah. Let's keep it like that. Without the damage plus anymore. It costs 5 mana. Although now that I'm casting slower, it's actually reasonable again. Sure, let's keep it like that. Screw the spark bolts. Keep the Lumidrill. Screw that. This is a terrible wand. There wasn't anything here, right? Yeah. Okay, and let's go fix the broken wand. And let's hope for something amazing. The wands from fixing the wands can be very good or very mediocre. Oh, what? Was I holding the wrong wand? Oh, must have been. I wanted to wet myself, but I don't need to do that. Even though I'm fire immune, I still keep my water bottle because of toxic sludge and other sources of damage. I think you can even negate poison. No, poison just evaporates on its own. But it's good to have water. Always. There we go. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Come on. Okay. Here we go. Throw it in. Hide. So it doesn't hit me. What do we get? Holy. Okay. That's... yeah, that'll do. And... do I just sneak a little peek? Just in case there's something nearby. Like, this area really isn't worth exploring that much. So let's just go. Now, I'm immediately gonna hide here. Because I think... I don't need any of this. I think I am able to make a Steve Killer out of this. Just like that. The mana's still not sufficient enough. But it's better at this point. Do I want... I don't think... Let's keep it. Let's keep the damage plus. Oh, that it's gonna be Big Steve. That's right. Oh, that's uncomfortable. In that case, what do I want to do? He's gonna stay in there until he sees me, so... let's just hide. Don't come here. There's water, but I don't have crate on water, which is unfortunate. Glimmer. If you don't have it unlocked, unlock it. Those are very nice spells. But it doesn't... it reduces cast delay, but about, I think, only 0.12, so not something... oh no, he's coming. Okay, well... holy shit, I'm gonna die. Yep. Well, you can be however ready you are, however ready you want to be, but you will still die in the end. Damn it. What could have I done better? You know what? Yeah. I shouldn't have taken all the hits from him. Easy as that. I could have healed mid-fight. But I panicked. Well, skill issue, I suppose. That's it. Bye-bye.